Dạ nghe ạ.
Appear in the projector. Unplug or changing. It doesn't make sound. What happened? Even it does not make sound in. Huh? Okay, unplug.
It cannot recognize the electric power.
I see. That does not work, huh? Okay. Now I think, okay. No? Okay, now working. Now ready? Ready for everything? Ready now? Okay. Okay, now we will pay homage to the Buddha. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Okay, today we will talk about Rupakalapas. Now you can also see lotus flower. If lotus flower is a particle, now we can also understand lotus flower is also made of particles. If there is materialities in the flower, then how many types of materiality can arise on it? So here we have the list of materialities. Altogether, there are 8. These 8 will work together, or these 2 will arise together in lotus. So there are 8 now. Prithvi dhatu, earth element; Abo dhatu, water element; Tejo dhatu, fire element; Vayo dhatu, one element; Vana, color; Kanta, smell; Rasa, taste; Kablikara, hara, nutritive essence. So altogether 8. These 8 will arise in the lotus. Not only in the lotus, in every single particles, there will be these 8. Okay, now we can analyze practically. Okay, in the lotus, then not only that, when we talk about water element, there's a solidity. Last night we have already talked about solidity, right? Cohesion. Then this also water element. If there's no solidity, it will be small powders. Because of water element, it becomes solid. Then we also have fire element, warm or cold. If we touch, we can feel it. We can feel warm or cold. So this is a fire element. Then finally, we also have one element, supporting or pushing. If we press, it will push again. This is the nature of one element. So there are 4 elements in the lotus flower. For about the color is visible, we can see it. Then not only that, there are also smell. We don't need to think about it. Although we don't talk about it, you may know there's a smell. The taste. But here in Nepal, you don't eat lotus, right? But maybe you may eat lotus root, maybe. Everywhere mostly we just eat lotus root. We don't eat lotus flower, right? Butter or anything. But the main thing is, there is taste in the flower. Then there is also nutriment. Then you may have seen many insects also eat flower. Without nutriment, they may not eat it. Since there is a nutriment, that is why some insect eat, they can get nutriment. So these are pure 8 materialities in every single particles. So based on these 8, there will be many other types. There will be 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. There will be many different types of Rupakalapas. Then we also have many different types of living beings. According to lifetimes, according to how we are born, there will be different types of Rupakalapas also. Then we were born from mother's womb. Now we have different types of materialities. Then similarly, there are some other animals. They are also born from mother's womb. Like birds and some fish. They were born from the eggs. Egg-born living beings. Then we can also find many other living beings. We can say moisture-born living beings. Then we also have simultaneous birth living beings such as divine beings and Brahma. In our birth moment, rebirth linking moment. Then we also have to introduce a few more things about Kamma-produced materialities or Kamma-produced kalapas. Okay, here I just give only one name, Chakku Dasaka, or iron decade. That means there are 10 materialities in the iron translucency. Okay, we can also say another way. 10 types of materiality will arise together with iron translucency in the same kalapas, in the same particles. That's why they are called Chakku Dasaka. So when we say Chakku Dasaka, then we also have to know what are the 10. So how many. Okay, now here, there are 10 types. Paඨavi Dhatu, earth element, water element, fire element, wind element, Khala, and high consistency. Altogether 10. So we have already then we also have many other living beings. There are some living beings, since they were born, they don't have eye translucency. That's why they cannot see. This is also produced by karma. That is why when our karma is strong enough, we have good eyesight. When our karma is not strong enough, we don't have good eyesight. Then we also have to move the next one. After eye, we can also say ear. Right? We also have the same 10 types of materialities. Okay, you can see they are the same functioning. Only additional one is life faculties. After that, we have Sodapasara, ear translucency. Altogether, 10. So whenever ear translucency arises, it will arise 10 together. The ear translucency alone cannot arise. So this also produced by karma. That's why when our karma is strong enough, we have good ear. We can hear everything smoothly. So not only we have naked eye or flesh eye, we also have divine eyes and divine ear, right? When karma just stop, even we cannot attain that kind of psychic power. When our karma is strong enough, we can attain it. Not only naked eye, right? Flesh eye, we also need divine eye or divine ear. We have one bhikkhu at the time of the Buddha. He had attained divine eyes. He could see divine being. But he was to hear divine sounds, divine music. Then he approached the Buddha and reported, "Blessed One, I had attained divine eyes. I could see divine being, but I could not hear divine sound. Please give me instruction in order that I may attain divine ear." The Buddha could recall his past life. In his past life, he had made somebody deaf. When knowing that, the Buddha say, "Don't expect that kind of attainment." But the bhikkhu misunderstood. Oh, now the Buddha also could attain divine eyes and divine ear, but I could attain divine eye, but I cannot attain divine ear. If I can attain divine ear, I will be the same to Buddha. The Buddha has very strong jealousy, that's why he didn't teach me. He didn't know his karma. That kind of thing also happened at the time of the Buddha. Okay, briefly, if we have strong karma, we can also have good eyes, good ear. Then similarly, we also have nose translucency. You can see here. smelling, you can differentiate what kind of plant, what kind of tree it is, right? Even the wood, hard wood, right? After cutting the wood, you can know what kind of tree it is. Because this is your karma. Your karma make that kind of sensitive nose. Because I was born in a small town, so small village. Also, I'm very familiar with teak, a kind of hard wood, right? Teak. Then on smelling, I can know this is a teak. Or this is a drawing, right? If somebody cut teak, I can smell it. Oh, this is a teak. This is not. Okay, the main thing is sometimes we have a very good sensitivity of nose. These are the produced by karma. Anyway, no transcendency alone cannot arise. It will arise together with all other materialities, all together chain. This is also produced by karma. Then similarly, we have time transcendency. It also arises together with 9 other types, all together 10. So since you can see all the animation, right? Yeah, we can say Jima Pasada. That means time transcendency. So sometimes we can also taste everything very good, right? Sometimes we cannot taste. Actually, the Buddha himself, he has very strong taste or the time sensitivity. Maybe, right? When you are in the kitchen, you can know every minor detail of the taste, right? If you add this one, this kind of taste, add this one, this kind of taste, you may know. You may be more familiar with the taste. Especially in the kitchen, they are very expert. Anyway, that means time transcendency will arise together with all other coexisting materialities. Okay, now here I should introduce a few more things about no transcendency and time transcendency. We human beings have all these transcendency, but for Brahma, they don't have no transcendency and time transcendency. It doesn't mean they don't have a nose. It doesn't mean they don't have a tongue. Right? Without tongue, they cannot speak, right? Practically, we can know. Without tongue, we cannot speak, right? So they may have a tongue, but they don't have time transcendency. But they don't taste. They don't smell. Very comfortable, right? They don't need to use perfume. No smell. But we human beings have, right? No transcendency. We can also smell. That's why people have to use good smell. Okay, yesterday we have already talked about 5 transcendency. The next one is body transcendency. Body transcendency also have the same. There are 10 materialities in it. As usual, so 8 plus life faculties. After that we have body transcendency. Altogether 10. Okay, we have already mentioned previously. For example, eyes. Eye transcendency will arise only in the eyes. Similarly, ear transcendency will arise only in the ear. Nose transcendency will arise only in the nose. Tongue transcendency will arise only in the tongue. But the body transcendency can arise all over the body. Anywhere in the body, they can arise. So that means we also have body transcendency in the eyes, in the ears, in the nose, in the tongue, all over the body. Any part of the body, there will be body transcendency. Then we also have another one, that is female set materialities. Just for female, right? Also the same 10 types, life faculties, plus 80 bhava. This also, such materiality will arise together with all other materiality together, or together 10. Even female set materiality cannot arise alone, it will arise together with many other. Again, in every female body, every part of the body, such materiality can arise. It will be all over the body. Then similarly, we also have Pum Bhava or Burisa Bhava. It will be the same, 10 types of materialities. Burisa Bhava or Pum Bhava, right? Also the same, it will spread all over the body. When all the Rupa body transcendency, other set materialities. The last one is life faculties. We can also say life non-kalapas. So in this kalapas, it doesn't mention anything about. So this is Harya, sorry. No, we should talk about Harya Rupa first. Sorry, Harya, right? How materialities. How materiality also have 10 together. But it will arise only in the heart. It can arise all over the body. Okay, now the last one, that is it, life faculties. So we also say life non-kalapas. There were only 9 types in the kalapas. So the life faculty, life non-kalapas, okay. Okay, now I have shown on the page, right? Body transcendency, set materialities, and also life non-kalapas. These will arise everywhere in the body. There will be some conditions, for example, like nails, fingernails or toenails, right? There's a dry area, not very strong. And similarly, head hair, body hair. Then in this types of body parts, this material will be weaker. But for any other body part, as long as our skin is normal, some of the skin are like dying skin, right? That means dead skin, no more sensation. And that kind of in this kind of skin, no more kaya, no more bhava, no more jivita. As long as it is alive, right? Skin is we can have sensation. Sometimes we have some scar, right? It becomes very thick. Then we cannot feel anything. Okay, altogether these are Kamma-produced. So today we talk about all Kamma-produced. So starting from iron transcendency, also we can say iron kalapas, ear transcendency, we can also say ear kalapas, then no kalapas, tongue kalapas, and body kalapas, then female kalapas, female set kalapas, also male set kalapas, and also heart materialities, heart kalapas, line kalapas. These are Kamma-produced, produced by Kamma. Then this body is made by Kamma, Citta, mind or consciousness, temperature, Utu. Also, we also have nutriment, ahara. So produced by these four. If we summarize, there are four producing causes of materialities. Kamma, Citta, Utu, ahara. Okay, now we have to move Vipakalapas. So when Vipakalapas arise, we also have to know how many types. So when we have different conditions, there will be different Vipakalapas. So basic one will be 8. As we have mentioned before, as usual. 4 elements, out of that we have Vana, Kala, smell, Gandha, Rasa, taste, Kapilikarahara, nutriment, essence. Altogether 8. So this 8 is actually primary, basics 8. So when we have this 8, whenever we have a mind, this 8 will arise. Although we are sleeping, we have one mind moment, still alive. Then this mind moment, all this mind-produced material will keep arising. Then when we pass away, no more mind moment, no more consciousness, no more mind-produced materialities. Then we also have to introduce one more thing, Kaya Vinyati. Altogether 9. So 4 elements. After that, we may have the Kala, Vana, Gandha, smell, Rasa, or taste, Kapilikarahara, nutrient essence, Kaya Vinyati, body intimation. Altogether 9. So whenever we move or we show someone our behavior, in order that people can know, people may know our inner desire. At the time, Kaya Vinyati arises. It will arise together with 8 primary, 8 basic materialities, altogether 9. So every day we are moving or doing something, then in every single movement there will be, every single behavior there will be these 9. Then one more thing, sometimes we can move smoothly, sometimes we cannot move smoothly. Right? This also can happen. For example, when we do shake our head, if we have neck pain, we cannot shake easily. Right? Similarly, we cannot shake our hand. If we have a joint pain, we cannot shake. Similarly, we want to kick something with our legs. If we have knee pain or some other pain in the legs, we cannot kick smoothly. So we have that kind of condition. When that kind of thing happen, there will be only these 9. If we can do everything smoothly, that means we can move everything smoothly. There will be 12. Earth element, Prithvi Dhatu, water element, fire element, wind element, Kala, smell, taste, nutrient essence, body intimations, lightness, flexibility, readiness, altogether 12. So these 12 will arise together whenever we can move smoothly, easily, comfortably. If we cannot move smoothly, then there will be only 9. These are body intimation. So we can understand body intimation into 2 different ways. Smoothly and also unsmooth. Okay, similarly, we also have bhava intimation. Of course, whenever we do bhava intimation, there must be sound, voice. Without voice, we cannot have bhava intimation. Right? By hearing, by listening, our voice, people can guess what is our inner desire. So there will be 10 types of materialities in the body, in the bhava intimations. 4 elements. After that, color, smell, taste, nutritive essence, sound, bhava intimation. Altogether 10. So whenever we speak, these 10 will arise. So last night I have already introduced how bhava intimation arises, right? Earth elements predominant, mind-produced materialities and Kamma-produced materialities strike each other, it produces the sound. This is a bhava intimation. Sometimes we can speak smoothly, sometimes we cannot speak smoothly. Then you may have that kind of experiences when you get sore throat. Very painful, right? You cannot speak smoothly. Sometimes you use your voice too much. You have to shout very loudly or you have to speak very loudly. Finally, you cannot speak properly. Even your voice does not come out properly, smoothly. Sometimes due to many other conditions also, you cannot speak smoothly. At the time we can understand only these 10. If we can speak smoothly, then we may have additional. There will be 13 types of materialities. So 4 elements, color, smell, taste, nutritive essence, voice, bhava intimations, lightness, softness or malleability or readiness. Altogether 13. So whenever we can speak smoothly, these 13 will arise. If we cannot speak smoothly, there will be only 10. Actually 13 is the biggest number among the Rupakalapas. Right? This is the biggest number. Try to remember. When we speak smoothly, the biggest number of materiality can arise together. Right? So smallest group will be 8. Right? We have already mentioned 9 also. 9 means like life faculties, right? 9 Rupakalapas. There will be other types of 9 also anyway. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So 13 is the biggest number. This is mind-produced materialities. Okay, we have one more. That's 11. That is also come from the mind-produced sound, right? So 4 elements plus color, smell, taste, also nutritive essence. After that we have softness, and lightness, another is malleability. Altogether 11, right? No sound. So sometimes our body becomes very light naturally. Right? At the time, this one will arise. When we have just normal, at the time only pure mind-produced materialities. Sometimes when we walk, our body becomes very light, very active. At the time, there will be 11. 8 plus Lahuta, Muruta, Kamanyata. So these are mind-produced materialities in our daily life. So we can also say different types of Rupakalapas, then different types of materialities, different number of materiality arise in the same kalapas. Okay, now we have to continue talking about temperature-produced materialities. So we have already talked about fire element. It can be heat, it also can be cold. Both of them are fire elements. The fire element also can produce new generation, can produce Rupakalapas. When fire element produce new Rupakalapas, materialities, basically there will be 8 as usual. This is normal, right? We don't need to explain too much. 4 elements, color, smell, taste, nutrient, essence. These are normal for every Rupakalapas. So when normal conditions, we may have these 8. Sometimes there can be additional. Additional means sometimes we can move smoothly, easily, comfortably because of weather. At the time, Luda Muda Kamanyata. Lightness, softness, we can say malleability or wiriness. Because of the readiness, right? Then they will arise together. So when the weather is really very good, we may feel lighter, right? Body becomes more flexible. When weather becomes very bad, it becomes normal. One more thing here. Sometimes we also have a natural sound, right? We have natural sound. Now we speak, this is a mind-produced sound. There are also temperature-produced sound. That means when non-living things strike each other, there's also voice or sound. For example, we may clap, right? Also sound. Then there are many other sounds. For example, 2 leaves strike each other, very nice sound, right? Then similarly, waterfall, small waterfall, very nice sound. Very small sound, also very nice, right? A very high waterfall, very noisy. Similarly, if very heavy material strike each other, it becomes very heavy sound, very strong. Sometimes that means we have to close our ear, right? Okay, practically at the airport, you can see many workers at the airport, they have earphone. Right? When they are working at the airport, right? Especially around the terminal or somewhere, especially like a gate, right? Then they have to use earphone. Otherwise, very noisy. It will damage their ear. Okay, then the main thing is sound also can be produced by natural thing. This also we call uduja sata, temperature produced sound. So when temperature produce the sound, there will be 9 types. 4 elements. After that we have color, smell, taste, nutrient essence, finally the sound. Altogether 9. So these 9 will arise whenever we can hear the sound. Especially very noisy sound, like a raining today. Very noisy, right? Then a strike, then a vote, very strong, very noisy. So sometimes the sound becomes very pleasant. Although it's a natural sound, it becomes very pleasant. Then, okay, practically, you may have already listened to many different types of music. Right? For example, drum, very noisy, right? If you have a little bit like a harp or something, right? Like for example, in Vietnam, also Vietnam hub, they also have hub, right? Myanmar also Myanmar hub. China also China hub. Like violin, for example. Very soft, very nice sound, right? Very subtle and very nice sound. If the sound is very nice and very pleasant, at the time there will be 3 more additional, altogether 11. Okay, now there will be 4 elements. After that, we can also say, as usual, 8, right? After 8, we have sound plus lahuta, lightness, muruta, softness. After that, kamanyata, readiness. Altogether 12. Right? These will arise together. So these are temperature-produced Rupakalapas in our body. Then we have the last part today. Nutriment-produced Rupakalapas. Not many. So every food we eat every day, right? Then the food also can produce nutriment-produced materiality in our body. So that means every single kalapa, there's also nutriment, right? It also can produce new generation. If nutriment is really very good, there will be different, right? If normal nutriment, there will be only 8 types of materialities. Sometimes you have very good nutriment, very good food, right? Even meditation, you can practically experience. Sometimes you become very heavy, very drowsy, right? Caused by food. Practical. This is 8 types. 8 types of nutriment produced Rupakalapas. Sometimes your mind becomes very active, your body becomes very alert, very pleasant. At the time there will be 3 additional. Luda, Muruda, Kamanyata, as usual, 11, right? So earth element, water element, fire element, one element, color, smell, taste, nutrient essence. After that, lahuta, lightness, muruda, softness, kamanyata, readiness. So these 11 will arise when we have good nutriment. So these are different types of Rupakalapas. So I cannot explain everything in detail, because when it can arise, it will be very messy for you, right? Okay, the main thing is every day, when we are going to talk about Rupa Khanda, material aggregate, that means they will arise as a groove. That's what we call Khanda, aggregate. If they arise alone, we cannot say groove or Khanda or aggregate. So when we have to know all these things, then we also, here also have already mentioned, right? They also arise in a variation very rapidly. If we can know all types of materialities in one kalapa, we can break down the completeness of synthesis. We also know all the rupas arise as a groove, perish as a groove. Then, if we know like this, we have more perceptions of anatta, right? Non-self. Because although small particle, there are many materialities in it. They are working, or they work together, but they cannot last long. Then they will arise and perish very rapidly. So when we can know rising and passing away very rapidly, we can also know the nature of impermanence very clearly. Of course, we also cheated, right? We think this one is solid. Although made of small particles, we think this is solid body. Right? Then we can also get very easy simile, right? For example, now here this cup, very beautiful, right? Very nice. If you crush, we don't want to get, right? No more beauty. That's why we can also say asubha and dukkha in this body. Always damaging. But we don't know all the damage in this body. Every second, it's changing. We don't know it. When we have strong wisdom, we can know the changing. We can have stronger perceptions of anicca, dukkha, anatta, asubha. Okay, so today, the last day and the last Dhamma talk, right? Then, although I explain all the Rupakalapas, you may not remember everything, right? Too much, right? But anyway, you may have some concepts, some theory. It will be useful. So when the Buddha talk about 5 aggregates, now you have already learned mentalities, also mental process, association between consciousness and the mental factors. You also have already learned materialities and their grouping. So when we read the sutta, then you may know Rupa Khanda, Varana Khanda, Sanya Khanda, Sankhara Khanda, Vijnana Khanda, and something like that, right? Whenever you hear Rupa Khanda, you can know all types of materialities in the body. Not the body. Materiality in the body. Right? Mostly people understand this body is a Rupa. We know something. Knowing is a Nama. Nama Rupa is very simple. But when we talk about 5 aggregates, it will be messy. All Rupa will be material aggregates, Rupa Khanda. Therefore, about feeling. So in every single mind moment, feeling will arise. Feelings in the 7 universal. So feeling is the leading factor. Then all other materialities led by feeling is called feeling aggregate. If we say feeling alone, we cannot say aggregate. Feeling arises together with all other materiality, that's one is called aggregate. Similarly, perception, sanya, this is also 7 universal. In the 7 universal, right? Perception alone cannot arise if it arises together with all other mentalities. That's when we say aggregate. Sanya Khanda, after that we have Sankhara Khanda. So all other mental factors, excepting feeling and perception, are called Sankhara Khanda. So Sankhara Khanda also big group, right? That's why we call Sankhara Khanda. Vijnana Khanda, consciousness aggregate. Consciousness alone cannot arise. It will arise together with mental factors. That's why it's called Vijnana Khanda. So whenever we talk about Khanda, we must understand as a groove. Without understanding groove, we cannot know Khanda. That's why we need to know grouping of mentalities, grouping of materialities. How many mentalities can arise at the same time, in the same moment? Also, how many rupas can arise at the same time in the same kalapas? Then we can know nama rupa. we can also know 5 aggregates. So according to listener's condition, the Buddha teach many different methods. Although many people are using Nama-rupa methods, I don't recommend too much. Okay, you can practically learn in the sutta. For example, Pancavaggiya, 5 bhikkhu. They practice 5 aggregate methods. When you read another Lakkhana Sutta, it's very clear. Even very special bhikkhu, the first disciple of the Buddha, the first noble person of the Buddha, had to practice 5 aggregate methods, not Nama-rupa methods. Nama-rupa is very brief, very short. 5 aggregates are more in detail. Even they have to do 5 aggregate methods. We cannot be special meditator. The 5 bhikkhu, Pancavaggiya, right? They are special meditator. Even special meditator had to practice 5 aggregate methods. We must learn more than that. Maybe we may need to practice 12 base methods or 18 elements methods. Maybe. For safety, for improvement. Okay, today I will stop here. So we have already known what's really called nama, what's really called rupa. How nama are functioning, how rupa are functioning in our daily life. So if we can discern practically, we may have stronger perceptions of anicca, dukkha, anatta, asubha. Then also, we may have less attachment to this body. Okay? That's why it's important to have learning knowledge, also practice the knowledge. And may you all be able to practice 3 trainings, and may you all be able to realize final cessation and not suffering. Okay, now, any other program after that? Question answer after that?
Sayadaw, today is the last day of the retreat, so instead of a question and answer, we may give time for some words, to some grateful words. So we would like to request Bhante Atthadassī, on behalf of the organizing committee, please say some grateful speech towards on the Sayadaw and for the retreat. And the program will be after Bhante Atthadassī say the speech. Then we would like to invite the yogi, whoever want to say something with a teacher or spit out their emotions, please invite. And then we will ask forgiveness with Sayadaw, and maybe offering flowers to Sayadaw.
Okay.
And if possible, we would like to take pictures, picture, and then share merit.
Okay.
Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. So Sayadaw, I have the closing speech on behalf of the organizing committee of Dhamma Meditation Center, PAOK, Nepal. Sayadaw, please let me read out the letter. Venerable Sayadaws, dear yogis and the entire assembly, with deep joy and boundless gratitude on behalf of the organizing committee and all the yogis, we respectfully pay homage to PAOK Sayadaw Ji, Sayadaw Chandima and Sayadaw Kovida, and with sincere thank all of you for being present here today for the closing ceremony of this 30-day meditation retreat. We express our profound gratitude to Pauk Sayadawji and Sayadaw Chandima, our most venerable elders, who kindly granted us permission to invite our meditation teacher and organize this retreat. Because of their compassion, yogis from many countries had the rare opportunity to come and practice Dhamma in such a serene and ideal environment. We also pay deep respect and heartfelt gratitude to Sayadaw Kovida, a wise and compassionate teacher who tirelessly guided each yogi day and night with boundless loving kindness. We also express our appreciation to Sayadaw Chandima, the Sangha and Sayalay community at the monastery, and the lay supporters who silently worked for many days before the retreat began, carefully preparing accommodations and facilities for all. Our sincere thanks also goes to the kitchen team who provided nutritious and wholesome meals filled with Dhamma flavor, supporting the body so that the mind could remain calm and focused. We are grateful for the generous donors who offered food, medicine, lodgings, and essential supplies, all of which quietly sustained this Dhamma field. We also extend our appreciation to Bhante Atthadassī, Bhante Atthadassī, and Sayalay Khemā for their support in translating the Dhamma Talks into Chinese, Nepali, and Vietnamese, helping yogis to understand the Dhamma clearly. Our heartfelt thanks to media and technical teams in monastery, Vietnam, and in Singapore, who diligently recorded, live streamed, and uploaded the daily Dhamma Talks to perform like YouTube and Facebook, allowing not only those present to benefit but also hundreds of others from afar to hear the Dhamma and plant deep seeds of wholesome connection. This retreat welcomed nearly 50 yogis from many different places, all coming with the aspiration to learn and practice diligently for a full month. Under the compassionate and devoted guidance of Sayadaw Kovida, the yogis practice anapanasati, mindfulness of breathing as instructed by the Buddha, progressing into the stages of rupa jhana and arupa jhana, laying the foundation for vipassana insight and realizing of nibbana. This is the ancient and the original path taught by the Buddha. In the beginning, many yogis faced pain, drowsiness, and distraction, but day by day, with Sayadaw's encouragement and close guidance, they grew calmer and more stable inwards, eventually sitting 7 to 8 hours daily with continuous session lasting 2 to 3 hours. Many yogis experienced joy, tranquility, and inner light, precious signs of progress on the meditative path. Sayadaw not only taught meditation techniques but also explained clearly how to anchor the mind on the breath, overcome the 5 hindrances, and develop mindfulness and awareness. Every evening for 30 consecutive days, Sayadaw delivered Dhamma Talks with rare strength and clarity of wisdom. His teaching covered topics on such as Handbook for Yogis, Overcoming Hindrances, Essential Meditation Skills, and entirety of Abhidhamma studies, including Chitta, Cetasika, Rupa, and their characteristics, function, manifestation, and proximate causes, as well as their combination in the cognitive process. In short time, Sayadaw conveyed an immense wealth of knowledge in a clear, systematic, and practical and precise manner. After each talk, he compassionately answered questions, clarifying any remaining doubts. All yogis were truly bathed in the Dhamma, deepening their faith in the triple gem and developing strong resolve to walk the path of Sila, Samadhi, and Panya towards liberation. Though this retreat ends today, the path of practice continues. We rejoice that most yogis will remain for the second retreat, continuing to deepen their practice and strengthen the root of liberation. May all venerable Sayadaws always be healthy, peaceful, and fulfill their aspiration for Nibbana. May all yogis continue walking the path firmly. May the donors and volunteers who have shown immense merit in this retreat be blessed with long life, radiant health, happiness, wisdom, and abundant merit. May the fruits of goodness that you have cultivated follow you like a shadow until complete liberation. Despite our sincere efforts throughout the retreat, the organizing committee surely made many mistakes towards the Sayadaws, the teachers, and all the yogis. We humbly acknowledge our shortcomings and sincerely ask for your forgiveness and compassionate guidance so that we may grow in the Dhamma and improve future retreats. May the true Dhamma endure for a long time. Namo Buddhaya, Namo Dhammaya, Namo Sanghaya, Sadhu, Sadhu, Sadhu.
Then, any other program?
Yes, Sadhu, some yogis have prepared their heartfelt gratitude words for Sayadaws. So,
don't talk about Kovida too much, right?
Xin mời những thiền sinh nào mà có cảm nghĩ gì đó có thể là phát biểu. Ngài nói đừng có nói nhiều về Ngài quá.
Okay.
So who wants to?
Middle one.
Middle one.
Middle one. Ordained long time. Okay. Instead of talking, right? Mother will be crying.
Namo tassa bhagavato arahato sammasambuddhassa. Vandami to the most venerable Bhag Sayadawji, Vandami venerable Sayadaw Kovida, and on all venerable bhikkhus, all venerable Sayalays, and also warm metta for devoted supporters, devoted volunteers, and fellow meditators. First of all, on behalf of all the Nepali yogis in this retreat, I would like to pay our sincere gratitude for this rare and valuable opportunity to attend this 1-month retreat under the guidance of Sayadaw Kovida in this monastery. Sayadaw flew all the way from his homeland with great compassion and humility. Despite all the different changes in climate, food, and language, Sayadaw accepted all the conditions here in Nepal for a whole month to offer us guidance in the Dhamma. We are extremely honored to receive Sayadaw's Dhamma Talk every single day. Sayadaw explained the teaching clearly, shared inspiring stories that has helped us reflect deeply. When we were struggling or confused in our practice, Sayadaw's kind interview helped us bring clarity and courage. We also got the chance to see how Sayadaw lives in simplicity, discipline, and with metta and karuna. This too was a great teaching. The gift of time, care, and guidance that we receive directly from Sayadaw in this world will always be meaningful and valuable in all our lives. And I would also like some time to thank Bhante Atthadassī from Malaysia, Bhante Atthadassī and Sayalay Khemā for translating throughout the retreat so that every meditator can benefit from Sayadaw's Dhamma Talk. Also thankful for all the supporters, dedicated volunteers who patiently served us every day with care and loving kindness, waking up in the morning, preparing meals. They made it possible for us to practice in peace. And finally, to all the yogis who came here all the way from different parts of the country and other countries also with great shraddha to practice the Dhamma. And Sayadaw, though you may leave Nepal physically, your guidance and your inspiration will remain with us, and hopefully in the future we may be fortunate enough to welcome you again. We hold Sayadaw in our heart with deep Dhamma wishes. May Sayadaw live in good health. May Sayadaw continue to have peaceful journey. May Sayadaw's noble effort continue to benefit beings around the world. With deep reverence in our heart, thank you, Sayadaw. May the Dhamma flourish in all directions. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu.
Okay, then. Okay, only Nepalese.
Bandami Sayadaw, Venerable Sayadaw, today we gather with hearts full with gratitude and also a touch of sadness as we all prepare to say farewell to someone who has been a light on our path. Through your words, your actions, and most importantly, your example has reminded us of the beauty of the Dhamma, the way of truth, peace, and liberation. We are really grateful through the kindness you have showed us by clearing our confusion, teaching mindfulness, and taught us to keep our minds rooted with awareness. Your life has been a sermon, one that taught without needing to speak loudly. We have seen how you bow with sincerity, how you speak with compassion, and how you listen with patience. These are not just small things. They are signs that someone lives the path and just not speaks about it. You have not only given us knowledge, but also saddha, faith, virya, effort, and panya, wisdom. Through this, we really appreciate your merit, and through this, may the Buddha Sasana last longer, and may you be able to help for the Buddha Sasana, Venerable Sayadaw. Same with Bhante Atthadassī and Sayalay Khemā. We appreciate all you have done for us while translating the Dhamma Talk, interview, and also holding this retreat. So we Nepalese also have a chance to know about the Dhamma and practice mindfulness. Just like this, may you be able to be a refuge for others, just like you have been for us, and show the path of liberation to others as well. And also all the volunteers, we really appreciate the food, so we get the strength to meditate and practice the Dhamma. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu.
Junior become very strong now.
Vandami Sayadaw, dear teacher, the time passed away so fast. It is already the 30th day, the last day of this meditation course. I still remember the day we welcomed you coming here so clearly as if it were just a few days ago. I would like to have 30 days more to be able to learn and practice Dhamma by you. But as you teach us, Nama and Rupa perish and dismiss all the time. So the meditation's course has also an ending. Fortunately, this ending is a new good start for our next new trips. Because before ending this course and taking your leave, you already prepare for us carefully all the important and worthy things for our life luggage. Dear teacher, thank you for coming and staying here with us the last day, giving us your limited time and your effort. Thank you for welcoming us and letting us welcome you. Thank you for teaching us every single day, not only through the Buddha words, but also through your own words and behavior. Thank you for all the Dhamma talks and the interview you patiently given us every single evening. Thank you for every slide, every small details you prepare carefully for us, for your effort to make them as easy and attractive as possible so that we can get the Dhamma easily and exactly. Furthermore, thank you for your listening and solving all of our questions and doubts, for your tolerance our mistakes and weakness, encouraging us, giving us faith and confidence. Thank you for your metta and for your khanti. And thank you for all the things you've done in silence for us that we cannot know about. For your smart and hard-working, dear Sayadaw, thank you so much. With appreciation and happiness, we would like to share all the merits we got through this meditation course to you and your loved ones. We will continue to practice diligently what you teach us in the next new days. We wish you a good trip back home. We wish you health, peace, wisdom, and attaining the Nibbana. Dear Sayadaw, for all the next good things, please take care of yourself. With gratitude and love full in our heart, goodbye, teacher. Goodbye, Sayadaw. Thank you.
Sadhu, 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 sadhu. The group photo.
To Dhamma listener in the Zoom, they also express something, so I read out.
Okay.
Vandami said, I am very grateful for your wise and compassionate teachings, from which I have learned so much. I sincerely hope the organizers can transcribe Sayadaw's Dhamma Talks from this retreat into English, then translate them into other languages for more meditators' reference. Sadhu, sadhu. From Dr. Kavita Ambor, India. Vandan to Tiratna. Vandan to all Sangha who brought this pure Dhamma till now since 2,500 years. Thank you so much to Venerable Paao Saroji who preserved this Dhamma in a pure form. Thank you so much to all the organizers. Lord, many thanks to Venerable Sayadaw Kovida Bhante. What a good explanation Bhante have taught. We are so happy and thankful to the Bhante. Thanks to Venerable Atthadassī Bhante for beautiful translation on Venerable Bhante and Sayalay. So many thanks. And thanks to all meditators. Metta to all the Ditta and Aditta. On my Sangha will get smoothly the arahantship. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. So, usually we should offer to Sayadaw everyone one flower, but here, due to shortage of the flower, so we may do group come and offer Sayadaw two flower. Bình thường mình có nhiều hoa, mọi người cúng dường cho hoa.
We can have one flower, right? We can have one flower, right? No one flower.
You want to speak? Someone want to speak?
Okay,
more?
okay. Okay.
Nam mô Buddha giá, Nam mô Dhamma giá, Nam mô Sangha giá. Dạ con thưa thầy, sắp phải tạm thời chia tay thầy. Con cũng biết là trong thời gian 1 tháng qua nó cũng không đủ dài, nhưng với sự chỉ dạy và hướng dẫn tận tình của thầy, chúng con cũng gặt hái và tích lũy được những hạt giống minh và những hạt giống hạnh. Con cũng tin là những hạt giống này sẽ cho con được hướng thượng và đạt được những đạo quả. Và chúng con cũng xin tri ân thầy vì sự chỉ dạy tận tình của thầy. Và con cũng xin chúc thầy sức khỏe, an vui, trí tuệ được viên mãn. Và trước khi chuẩn bị chia tay thầy thì con cũng xin sám hối về thân khẩu ý của con tới thầy cùng toàn bộ Sangha, cũng như các vị sa di, cùng các cô Sayalay, các thiền sinh nam và các thiền sinh nữ, cùng tất cả ban phục vụ nhà bếp, cùng tất cả chúng sinh khác. Trong thân khẩu ý của con, trong quá trình tu tập giới định tuệ tại đây, cũng như trong quá khứ, hiện tại, vị lai, nếu có điều gì phạm lỗi thì con cũng kính mong tất cả hãy tùy hỷ và xả bỏ cho con. Cuối cùng con xin kính chúc thầy cùng tất cả đạt được sự an vui, sức khỏe, trí tuệ để sớm ngày
Sayadaw
đạt
and
được đạo
everyone
quả cao thượng.
always
A La Hằng, A La Hằng, A La Hằng.
happy, healthy, and attain the arahantship.
Okay, đó. Đó, fallen flower, anything?
Okay, so we offer the Sayadaw flower. Để mình cúng hoa. Để mọi người chắc mình lên cúng luôn. Mình. Không, mọi người đi lên cùng nhau cúng.
Okay, huh?
Okasa Vandami Bhante
Sadhu sadhu sukhi hotu nibbana sabbatiyo hotu.
Mayang Katang Punyang Samina Anumoditabang
Sadhu sadhu namodami.
Samina Katang Punyang Mayang Databang
Sadhu namoditabang.
Sadhu Sadhu Anumodami Okasa Dwaratayena Katang Sabang Achayang Kamathame Bhante
Kamami kamitavang.
Sadhu Okasa Kamami Bhante
Sadhu sadhu sukhi hotu nibbana sabbatiyo hotu. Okay. You have to remove everything, right? Okay, now senior must come earlier, right? This time. Okay. Who is the strongest yogi? Oldest and the strongest yogi. Okay, huh? Offer here also, right? This is a white flower, right? No, not many flower. Okay. 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 You can take it there, right? You can take it there. You know anything? Group photo, right? Okay. This one should be moved, right?
Cô được này để luôn.